So I did some board game shopping. I ordered some stuff online through 401 Games. They're IMO, the best board game store to shop at in Toronto, and I highly recommend. They ship to Canada and the US as well, and they've got the best prices and great customer service. This wasn't a plug. They also helped me out because my car broke down, and I meant to pick up the games at the store, and my car broke down while I was trying to get to the store. And so they were able to switch it to shipping for me, and it came by really quick. So because of that, we've got a bunch of games to talk about, including Mysterium Park. This is a streamlined successor-ish to the original Mysterium. It's a social deduction game where there's a ghost trying to communicate a message to the rest of the group. I haven't played this yet. As you can see, it's still in the plastic, but I look forward to playing this one soon.
You know, I've asked you this before. Have you played the original Mysterium?
I have not.
Yeah, it's a game I've been meaning to play because it seemed like it's like Clue and Murder in Hong Kong kind of mixed together. It seems like a lot of fun.
At the time, Mysterium and Murder in Hong Kong came out around the same time, and the review I saw said Murder in Hong Kong was better. So I grabbed that one instead. Mysterium's still incredibly popular, but the Murder in Hong Kong game is probably my favorite social deduction game. It's so good.
That one's fun, and unlike most social deduction games for me, I don't feel nervous playing it because as the killer, you're still trying to pretend like you're playing the game. So you're looking at all the other clues and being like, oh, what if it's this person? Like, I can still play the game and I don't have to lie the whole time.
Yeah, so what makes it different for anyone, I don't have any sort of graphics or anything to display, because it's not just about trying to say you're the killer. It's also trying to figure out who the killer is, what weapon they used, and the reason. I think it's the reason. Or something like, there's 3 things you have to figure out and not just the one. So it doesn't just boil down to baseless, you did it, no, I didn't do it, you did it, and so on.
Yeah. I don't understand how people play just werewolf. Because all that is just shouting at each other. You're the killer. No, you're the killer. I don't... What are we basing this on? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mysterium, I look forward to trying that one. Also got Azul, which is a tile placement game of placing these gorgeous Portuguese tiles together in specific formats. This is one that Steph and I played for the first time years ago at Snakes and Lattes. We just haven't gotten around to picking it up, but we finally did. So look forward to playing more of this. This is a fantastic game. And one day, Randy, we'll play this together. All of these we will play together someday.
That's another game that I've heard a lot about that I've not played.
Ooh, this one I learned about fairly recently. Steph and I were watching a video on No Rules Barred on YouTube, and we learned about this game called Parks. And this is a worker placement game where you and your group are hiking across the United States. So it's kind of like Takedo, but the execution's pretty different. And the art in this game is phenomenal. The pieces are amazing. The game's really fun to play too. And let me show you my favorite part of this game. The actual... Oh gosh, I'm taking this all apart. This wasn't part of the plan. Oh, and all the pieces flew out. Oh no. The actual parks cards that you go and visit, so let me show you, have this incredible art on them. And at the bottom of every card is a fact about the actual park. And these are all based on real US national parks. And so let me read you this one for Carlsbad Caverns National Park. And this is... the park contains over 119 caves hidden below its surface with an estimated bat population of 793,000 at its peak.
No, thank you. Not going there.
Most of the tidbits make me want to go to these places. I may not want to see bats, but generally speaking, I think the game does a great job as, propaganda for visiting U.S. national parks.
Is it run by the U.S. National Parks Department?
I have no idea. Two more. This one's interesting. This one's called Control, and I don't know if you've seen, they're sort of Lego-ish like blocks, but it's an area. Yeah, it's like a area control game where you're placing 3 blocks on this cube, and you're building to try and, you know, expand your surface area. And the way that it works is that you're scored based on how many of your blocks are visible from each of the 4 sides and the top.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're trying to expand your footprint and cover other people's footprints, and you also have flags which you can put down to block people from either putting blocks in that area, or if that flagpole is like covering a section of your opponent's blocks, they don't get points for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Really interesting strategy game that's not on a board, it's on a cube that you're holding and putting pieces on.
Wait, does it have to be in your hand the whole time?
No, you can just have it on the table and then put the pieces in.
It seemed like it would be really inconvenient to have it in your hand.
It's a little inconvenient, admittedly, trying to play with it in your hand. And last but not least, we've been playing this one online a bunch, and maybe we'll play it a little later on the stream. Wavelength. The box on this is gorgeous. And so the idea of this game is that there's a scale, and it's a category of, like, on a scale of good to bad, right? So as you can see, the colored area here, you're trying to get people to guess that middle portion of the colored area, but they don't get to see where, and all they have is, for context, this clue is like, on a scale of quiet place to loud place, you know, concert, and then they would have to use the red dial to pick a spot where they think the marker is, and then you reveal the show, and the closer they are to the point, the more points they get.
I feel like I've been hearing about this game a lot lately, and I don't know if it's just because you bought it and I've just made Bader Meinhofed it into just like seeing it everywhere, or if people are just like genuinely playing this all the time in the past like month.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking, I seen it in a bunch of videos from No Rules Barred again, and then I was chatting with Rachel from Double Jump about it, and she was like, yeah, I saw this show up on my TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently this game's got a little bit of buzz. Wow. And Steph and I, we've been playing this online. We played it on Family Game Night the other night. Steph and I have played the physical version, and it's so much fun.
It is. I love it. It incites some fun discussions.
Yeah. So maybe we'll play a little bit of that towards the end of the stream.
Yeah.
All right.